Hello, Justin from Just Hook and Scale, and today I got a package. Yay! Sent to me by my aunt and uncle. It is a package of, hey, fishing stuff. Awesome. Don't get too many packages of fishing stuff, so we're gonna check it out. I did see the first few items. And there was something from as early as 1990, so I was like, whoa, I should stop and make a video where, you know, I can react and enjoy this experience, share it with the people that sent it, as well as you folks. So let's get rolling here. So the top few items I have seen. I'll let you know when we get past those. Alright, we got some Shields, Outfitters, barrel swivels. Alright, you know, can't tell what year these are from or anything, but always nice to have more terminal tackle. Set them aside. Now, we've got something, this looks a little retro from the packaging. It's Cabela's, but it's, as you can see, pretty sure they don't use this packaging anymore. Anyways, they are wire-coated leaders, 24-inch. Not sure what weight they are, but they seem pretty thick, and I plan on doing some gar fishing with Haley in the near future if we can catch some carp to use as bait, so those we will definitely use. Moving on, we got some more leaders. These are 18-inch, 30-pound, or at least I assume the darker ones in the pack. So, yet another opportunity for gar fishing. So awesome. Now here's where things get a little bit retro. We have a Johnson's Silver Minnow. There is no date on here that I can find, but judging from the packaging, I would say this is either late 80s or early 90s, just from the color scheme and design. And as somebody who is a graphic design person, yeah, seems right. All right, this is what got me pumped to do the video, right here. We got a bomber lure. Don't see this sort of packaging all that much anymore. It almost feels like just, I mean, straight up painted on there, not printed, so that's pretty cool. But upon looking at the back, I saw that, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but this is from 1990 is when at least it was sold. So, 1990. That is the same age as Haley, so almost as old as me. Not quite. Pretty cool. All right. Let's keep going. Got a spin beetle. I actually have quite a few of these in my tackle box. This one, the packaging's a little different than the ones I have. I don't know if this is as old as the bomber that we just looked at, but I would say might be like late 90s, maybe? I could be wrong. If any of you know, let me know. But beetle spin, I used to catch a lot of bass on those. And that does it for the stuff I've seen. So here we go. This is all new. Oh snap. We have a Rattle Trap. You know I love my Lipless Crankbaits. And this right here, the packaging does not look anything like this anymore. Let's see if there's a date of any sort. They don't come in these nice trays anymore either. Different plastic even. Yeah, there's no indication of a date, so I'm not real sure. Made in Louisiana. But any of you that are big into your retro lures, let me know what you think. If I had to guess, I don't know, I would say probably pretty similar to that bomber lure. As far as, you know, maybe late 80s, early 90s. It was $267 at Walmart. And by the way, we have not used, I work for Walmart, we have not used green labels for clearance in a very long time as far as I'm aware. So I might have to ask around and see how long ago that was. That might date the product for us. Oh, what do we got here? H&J Lures from Nebraska. It's even a phone number there. I'm going to try to cover that up. I don't want people calling that number just in case it's not from that company anymore. No way to date this one, obviously, because it's a more local company, but spinnerbaits. Spinnerbaits are always a welcome addition. They're a staple for bass fishermen, so $6.99. Wasn't cheap. It was not cheap. Looks good though. Bet we can catch something with it. Whoa. This, I have no idea what this is. I mean, looks like a spinnerbait that has some trailers included. No indication of branding or anything. But again, to me this looks like, this just screams 90s to me. I like the gold head on it. That's pretty cool. So it might be something that we could try too. It's Berkeley Power Spin. Berkeley Power Spin. Nice. Maybe have to give that a shot at some point. Interesting bait. The skirt is what's really weird about it. Not to mention it's all gold. Alright. Hey! And we have some more steel leaders again. Definitely will be using those. So might be doing some gar fishing sooner than I thought. I think we're about halfway. The incredible Buzz Popper Weedless. Another product from Walker Fishing Systems. I have never seen this before. From Minnesota? Once again, no date on it. But that's wood. Wow. That is made of wood. So it's definitely geez, I would say this has got to be sometime during the 80s, judging from the packaging. Black, yellow, pink. That screams the 80s to me. That's pretty cool. And on the back of it, there's instructions for how it's supposed to be used and rigged. Kind of a precursor to, well, like maybe not even a precursor, but it's kind of like a popper buzzbait, it looks like. So that's cool. Alright, let's keep going. Wow, this has got to be old. Cotton Cordell. I use a lot of their Lipless Crankbaits. Oh my goodness. There it is. So you can see the color is very similar to the color scheme here. And this says copyright 1984. This is older than I am. That is cool. Cotton Cordell G finish. Whatever that means. Let's see. No, but I use a lot of his lipless cranks. Because they're, well, honestly, they're cheaper than buying Rattle Trap. Like this one. That's cool. 1984. That's 2 years older than I am. 86, baby. What else do we have? Oh, a catfish rig. Definitely retro packaging as well. No date, but honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say that from the packaging, I would say also somewhere between late 70s to early mid 80s. I mean, look at that packaging. That's awesome. Oh, another type of lipless here. Rocking sinking action. Storm. You don't see storm too often anymore. That's cool. Actually, the thin fin silver shad was one of my favorite lures growing up by then. It is rockin' shad. It's yellow perch. Oh, it's not that old. 2010. Never opened. Come on, Uncle Joe. That's a cool lure. I may try to give it a shot and see if we can't get something on that. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. Savage Gear, lures with an attitude. We have 3-inch floating craw. So I assume because they're floating craws, you're supposed to rig them on a weighted end, like maybe like a Ned rig or a shaky jig head. Interesting. Because then they'll try to float up, they'll look like a crawfish that's in a defensive stance. So that's pretty cool. Made in Ontario, California. Didn't know that was a thing. Definitely one of the newer things that we've seen. But pretty cool. They look really lifelike. So, and actually, lately, the place that I've been fishing, Haley and I have been fishing, this is the exact sort of color pattern that they're looking for. I bet this would be awesome. Like, really good. Could definitely catch some fish on that. Alright. I think we're getting pretty close to the end here. Alright, we've got some more various interlock snaps here. Let's see, size, looks like they're all size 3 as far as I can tell. From Cabela's. Again, I don't think the packaging looks like this anymore, so a little bit retro. Yeah, no date or anything, but pretty cool. And I'll always take more snaps. Alright, we got another bomber. Also dated, according to the back, 1990. Looks to be the same lure, just the like chartreuse coloration. Definitely will want to keep these in my retro collection. I do have a pretty decent number of retro lures that I don't use, I just hang on to. So, great addition, along with the other and the Rattle Trap. Speak of the freaking devil, Thin Fin Silver Shad. My favorite lure growing up. This one is still mint in packaging. And it's the floater. The floating one is the best one. So this right here, these things are killer. I caught so many bass on these growing up. No date, but the packaging is what I remember from growing up. So I would imagine that this is probably their 90s packaging, like probably mid 90s or so. So heck yeah, this is awesome. Really happy to see this, because I want to say they still make them, but I don't really see them around anymore. So this is a great. You can see it here. So retro packaging, 2010 packaging, very different. Super cool. It's another one to add to the collection, although it's going to be really hard to resist the urge to actually use it. Alright, we got a Hottentot, also by Storm. I wonder when this is from. Wish more of this stuff had a date. But it's a 3/8 ounce Hottentot. That's pretty cool. Have to do more research and see when that's from. Honestly, it looks semi-modern. It might be like early 2000s, late 90s. Not real sure though. Have to check it out. Oh, we're getting close to the end. Oh, had some steel leaders fall out of their package. So I got more steel leaders. Gar fishing galore. Whoa. I think we've reached the end. Yes, we have. Yep. Wow. There's a lot of packing peanuts in there. Yeah. Whoops. Gonna have to pick a few up. Alright. Awesome. Lots of cool, I mean, such a variety of lures. You know, retro bomber, retro rattle trap. One of my favorite lures of all time. And then some, you know, 80s gems like this buzz popper, which I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that, I mean, that's actually wood even. That's really cool. Don't know how many of those you'll see out in the wild at this point. But then also, you know, a few more modern things like these. So quite a fantastic range of products, and it was a really cool package to open. So Aunt Carla, Uncle Joe, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Some of the older lures, I don't know if I'll be able to use, but they'll definitely go into my collection. But some of these other ones are definitely going to come in handy. Haley and I were just recently talking about the gar fishing. And one of my goals before I leave Texas is actually to catch a 5 or 6 foot alligator gar. So we're definitely going to need steel leaders for that. So you have supplied, and I appreciate that. And I'll probably try a handful of these other lures as well, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you. Appreciate it. Absolutely awesome. And we'll see you all next time. Tight lines.